Hello, my fire signs, and welcome to your reading. This is for October or whenever you find it and it resonates. It is what it is. My apologies, I fell off for a while. I wasn't doing the readings, at least uploading them here. I was doing other stuff. I was trying to order some love decks because I wanted to get into love messages, and then the decks weren't coming, and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, it's all good. So here I am. I'm trying to slowly come back so I can be a bit more consistent. People have been asking, and so here I am. Let's see what's going on for the fire signs. Okay. Jumbie. Okay, that's your soul. What's trying to pop out here? Oh, I see. Okay. So some masks, maybe a bit of deception. Not really showing who you are, or somebody else not showing who they are. I don't read oracle cards reversed either, just so people know. Manifestation. Okay. Fire wants to talk. Some of the other readings, they was taking a bit longer. Don't make a liar out of me now. Anyways, I do read the messages from the cards, but I channel more than anything, so I'm picking up on spirit. I'm not going to get into what spirits I deal with and communicate with right here on these readings. But yes, I have them. Two came out, and so I'm like, should I take these two? I think so, because it's just the two. This is sort of the wild card over here. So what is going on with my fire sign? So typically, like, this first one is this message is coming from your soul, this is coming from your mind, this is coming from your body, and this is a little bit of a wild card, which is probably going to be clarifying a little bit of what's coming up here as I sit with this energy and figure out what they're trying to say for y'all fire signs. Okay. So Jumbie, okay, yeah, I'm telling you, it's about masks, right? So there's confusion and there's a bit of fear going on right now for you fire signs. And you need to, that's probably why this is coming out grounding. That makes sense already, because this is really a time to be asking yourself, am I confused or am I afraid? What am I afraid of and what's confusing me, and get really clear and compartmentalize what's going on. This is telling you this is the time to start stepping out and taking this mask off. For some reason, some of y'all have been hiding behind a facade, a mask, a little bit, and you're blocking your vulnerability, which is also blocking some of your blessings. You know, I'm a huge believer in vulnerability, and it's not always easy to do. And I believe that when you are not being vulnerable, you block your blessings because you're not being your true authentic self, right? So the face that you're showing to the world isn't really who you are. So people will respond to you in a certain way, give you certain things, say certain things. And sometimes you're just not happy with it and it doesn't feel good because you're not being authentic, you're not being true, but they're giving to you based on who you're showing them that you are. But it ain't really who you are. You feel me? So this is really a time for you to take off your mask if you're wearing one, whether that's a relationship, a situationship, in your workplace, with your friends. Shoot, man, it could even be with your kids. Or if you are a parent, it could be, if the other way around, if you are younger, it could even be with your parents. You see what I'm saying? Your siblings. Wherever you feel that you are wearing a mask, it is time to rip that bad boy off. Okay? Don't keep it on anymore. Now, if somebody else is wearing a mask with you, you do deserve clarity. Trust and believe you deserve this clarity. Is this about a relationship? My good God. I knew somebody was going to come in here with some relationship stuff. This might be about a relationship, in honesty. For somebody, it really is. And I hope you get this message. But if somebody is deceiving you right now and somebody is being dishonest with you right now, their dishonesty is a reflection of where you are also being untrue to yourself. I hope y'all caught that. That's the way the message came across. So if somebody is being dishonest with you, trust and believe first and foremost, you do deserve honesty. But their dishonesty is a reflection of where and how you are being untrue to yourself. Now, if somebody's lying to you about something, again, they could be lying to you about something because you haven't dealt with that issue deep within your own self, your own past yet. You feel me? So it's coming up and causing this irritation for you. You like, I know they lying. I know that motherfucking lying. And it's to bother you enough to take a look at yourself to be like, okay, first of all, this is bothering you. Why is it bothering you? Aside from just someone being dishonest, what inner wound is this pulling up for you that you need to address that you haven't? Are you actually being truthful about this situation that they're being dishonest about? Do you feel me? Like, I can't even think of an example right now because there's just so much flying through my head. They have a lot to say right now. But I know this one message is for one person in particular, and I really hope you get this. But take a deeper look at yourself and find out, where are you being untrue to yourself within this relationship? And that's what they tend to be lying about. They won't give me more than that. I can't get into it much more than that. Maybe it'll come out later, I don't know, but they really want you to be aware about that. So make sure that you sit with some of the mantras and say, like, I am willing to remove the mask. That's deep, yo. When you are actually able to show up as your genuine and authentic self, look, it is so freeing. It is terrifying. It is terrifying at first, but it's also very, very freeing. It's also very, very liberating. And if they don't like it, they ain't for you, baby. That's all I could say. More than anything, when we are really free and we are very vulnerable and we are authentic, and we see people's responses, it is such a good feeling. It really is, because it shows us where we need to work on some things, who we need to embrace more, who we need to let go. I mean, I'm just telling you. And this message, here we have is manifestation number 9. There's some things changing. So this message is coming from your mind. And your mind is letting you know, like, there's a lot of blessings. There's a lot of manifestation coming to you, moving your way. And it's been coming for a long time because you are co-creating. Okay? This is the time for you to match the frequency of what you are asking for, what you are desiring, so that it can come properly. You know, if you are trying to ask for a relationship and you're not being honest and you're being insecure about who you are and how you feel about yourself, and you are just trying to fake it till you make it, guess what, honey? You're going to get another karmic partner. You're going to get another twisted up relationship. You're going to get some more people that stab you in the back. Look, I'm just being real. Okay? I'm just being real. However, if you are willing to take off the mask, because for some of you, it might not even be that you're in a relationship right now, but you're seeking certain things. You might even be seeking a new job, and you be putting on this phony persona trying to get these jobs. And I get it. You know, we got to do a little something sometimes. You know, oh, hi, yes, ma'am. You know, I get it. We some of that. But that doesn't change who we really are deep on the inside. Like, if people are saying some slick things and you really don't feel good about a certain job or the way it is, you need to level up. Okay, if you are trying to go look for another job, you need to believe it can happen and take off this mask of being this phony person, even inside the job you at right now, because that might manifest you a better position in the same organization, or bloop, just random job opportunity comes up and you'd be like, oh, peace, I'm out, y'all. So this is what they're telling you at this time. No matter what it is, you know your life, you know your situation. Take off the mask. Take off the mask. If someone else is putting on a mask, they're trying to highlight something for you. And it's also that you can resonate at a high enough frequency to manifest what belongs to you, what you deserve, what you need at this point in time, and what you also desire, which is beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. So, let's take a deep breath. And the message that comes with this is divine blessings flow to me so easily. Girl, yes. Let the blessings flow so easily. And then we get into what is your body trying to tell you right now? Being naked. Ooh, child. Being naked is very liberating and very vulnerable. Let's not get it twisted. It's very vulnerable. I know some people love to be naked, child. And some people be like, give me all the layers. But this is a time, again, it's telling you, like, the messages from your body are saying, like, don't hide. Don't hide. Your emotions that you keep hiding are actually your superpower. And the things that maybe you feel shame and regret about are also your superpower. Look, y'all, shame and guilt these is powerful things, okay? And the more that we work on our histories, our trauma, our past, and again, it's leveling up. It's like a cycle, and it just keeps coming up, and it comes up in different ways. And so you have to keep tackling these things. But as you come up with better coping patterns and responses and really do the healing work, as these things cycle up, it gets easier. Trust and believe me, it gets easier. So this is just a reminder to you that the things that you sometimes feel shameful about and being so emotional and that vulnerability that you hold at times and you almost feel bad for it, that's a superpower, baby. Like, don't hide that. Don't feel bad for that. Again, this is coming back to part of these masks. Don't hide. If you really feel a certain way about something, stand on your 10 and say, this is how I feel. Don't let people push you off your square. Again, if you're trying to stand on your square, being a whole hole, that's different. Because I don't think I can swear on YouTube. Anyways, that's different. But when you are really being emotionally vulnerable, because vulnerability isn't involving your ego, it's about moving past what maybe makes you feel uncomfortable and being so authentic and true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So when you're coming from that place, like, that's a superpower. And this is telling you this is part of your shine. Vulnerability is a strength. It is not a weakness. If you need help, ask for help. If you can't do something no more, you can't do it no more. Like, don't be afraid, because that is the only way you're going level up and manifest what you need to be manifesting. Maybe that's help coming in. Maybe that's your partner listening to you in a different sort of way. Maybe that's getting the partner that you be desiring. Maybe that's your children listening. Maybe that's your parents finally listening. Whatever it is, you know your situation. You know you. Okay, this is general. You know you. So speak your truth. Share your story. Get vulnerable. And get comfortable with being uncomfortable, baby, because this is just the beginning, okay? Remind yourself, I have the courage to be vulnerable. Look, I'm telling you, I should really talk about vulnerability and shame and guilt one day. For those of you who are listening to this, if y'all don't know Brené Brown, you should really listen to some of her audiobooks, cop some of her books. I love what she has to say about vulnerability. And because I do work in mental health, and I do have a graduate degree as well in the other work that I do, which it all ties into this. Let's be honest, it's the bio, psycho, social, spiritual, at least it's supposed to be. Anyways, so if you haven't heard of Brené Brown, please go and check her out and check out some of her books on vulnerability. I can't think of one off the top of my head right now. Is it Dare to something? I can't think of it right now. I'm gonna post it in the comments, because it is gonna be helpful to somebody. Most people, I think, know Brené Brown now, but anyways, I digress. And then just for some of this clarity, we're getting grounding. Yes. Look, grounding is, you got to get grounded in your heart, your mind, your body, your soul, everything. Like, remember, every single part of your being, it's yours. It is yours. your truth, your story, everything, that's yours. And you know what? Your story is your truth. Don't let nobody tell you, oh, you lying. Excuse me? Did you live my life? What you mean I'm lying? No. Maybe some people say stories in certain ways to get certain responses. And look, again, that's on them. Okay. All I'm saying is, you know your story. Your story is your truth. So own it. Okay? Be healthy with your boundaries and really ground down into your energy. You know, whenever you start to feel unsteady energy, it's really good to get grounded. The easiest and simple way to start with grounding is your breath, you know? I do like a good box breath myself. There's other types of breathing that people can get into, but we're not going to get into that. There's different yogas and different yogic breathings. I'm not talking about that right now. I'm just talking about a good old simple box breath, or just a good old in and out, okay? So that's one of the easiest ways that you can usually start to get grounded. And you can also look around at your surroundings and like name off some things, touch some things, smell some things, and just be like, I'm here, I am here, I am safe, I am here, I am safe. Look, these are just simple things that can be done, okay? And sometimes, trust me, in the moment, if you do suffer from like anxiety or panic, it doesn't feel simple, but it becomes more simple as you start to get over feeling like I can't do this. Or it's because some people just don't want to do the methods because they're like, I look stupid. No, you don't. No, you don't. You look a lot better grounding yourself out, because in the long run, you're going to be a lot healthier, okay? Sometimes you can also visualize your feet as like roots growing deep into the earth, like deep into the earth, okay? That's another thing that you can do as well. Yo, fire signs, I'm here for it. Oh, and I was gonna also say, like, stamping your feet and clapping your hands. That's another good way to sometimes get grounded and even clear energy. I mean, you ringing bells and stuff like that. There's a lot of different things that can be done, but you got to do what feels right and what doesn't bother your soul and your aura when you're trying to get grounded and clean some energy around you. I feel like the Don Miguel Ruiz, the 4 agreements. Look, express your love. But that was just there. We're not going with that. I feel like this is the deck. This deck's been calling everybody out today. Not calling everybody out, but just being chosen. You got a message from my fire signs here from the 4 agreements. No, now they want to switch a deck on me. Oh, child, what you gonna give me? Okay, hold on. They're actually telling me to go to this deck. Look, I can't. I'm like, what are you gonna tell me with this deck? This deck is a whole vibe sometimes. This is the Get Your Life deck from the Southern Mystic. I really enjoy this deck. But sometimes, look, this deck will make you fix your face. You'd be like, what'd you just say? But they saying this is the one. So what you gotta tell these 5 signs? What you gotta tell these 5 signs? Oh, don't drop a big stack, please. Just like 1 or 2 and we'll take it. Sorry, y'all. Sometimes they take a few minutes. They kind of want to... They're thinking about it. They're thinking about it. Okay. I feel like there's another one that wants to come out, though, besides just this one. Defend yourself. This is why I was laughing already, because I knew it. You knew it, because my fire signs, this is the first energy you're going to want to go to, especially for the person who's getting lied to in the relationship. You're going to be like, fuck this shit. I know it. Like, I know it. Look, I know it. Because I know enough fire signs. That's why I was like, I told you this deck was going to be like, fix your face. Do you have another message, please? I'm going to read this one in a second. For those, You see? And I knew they was going to be like trying to send out a bunch of cards after that. There was one specific message they were trying to get out. I think it was the defend yourself. And then there might be an engagement coming up for somebody. Look. Fire signs. Yes, you can defend yourself against people that don't have your best interest at heart. But please, it says right here, you may have to defend yourself at this time. There are people coming up against you that do not have your best interest at heart. Be mindful of your words and actions because karma works both ways. So again, for the person who's having the relationship stuff go on, I just want to say, now they want to throw out the whole cards, girl. Bye. I'm not picking up all those right now. Again, I see like engagement coming up. Somebody might be getting engaged. Look, these are just random little messages. It looks like somebody's pregnant too, probably in the fire signs here. Ooh, Lord, there's too much coming up. And somebody might be stalking somebody. Look, there's a lot going on for the fire signs right now. I'm just trying to do some quick little messages right now. So let me just get back to this energy for a second. Yes, you have a right to defend yourself, but defend yourself with your words wisely. Because remember, this card manifestation is here for you. It is saying to you, you need to really raise your frequency to a certain point to get all the goodness that you are trying to manifest in your life. If you start getting into some of this action over here, you might not manifest what it is that you really do desire. You might just be manifesting more mess, and you don't want that. You don't want that, okay? So, I love y'all, my fire signs. Take care, be well, and I will see you in the next one.